What's up guys, welcome back to another video. So I'm reviewing Game Week 11 in the Premier League. Starting off in Hounslow, horrible ends. Brentford, Bournemouth, I predicted a 2-1 Bournemouth win, and they were winning 2-1 for about 4 seconds. Evan Nilsson scored for the third game in a row. Visser came back from injury and bagged 2. He has been really good this season, a massive improvement from last. Damsgaard as well was absolutely brilliant, scored a really nice goal, although Kepa should have done a lot better. Speaking of Kepa, I don't know why Travis has been dropped. Kepa's only there alone. Travis has done brilliantly in the Bournemouth net. Why is he being dropped? I did think Bournemouth were unlucky not to get anything. I thought they were the better team overall. But how can this team go and beat Manchester City, go and beat Arsenal, be really competitive against Chelsea and be really unlucky to lose, and then go and lose to Brentford? Like, it's just, I don't know what they're doing. But Brentford's still unbeaten at home, although it's another game where they conceded 2. Like, you know, going forward at home, they're unbelievable, but they're also very light at the back. Palace against Fulham, I did predict a 2-1 Fulham win. They won 2-0. No surprise given the midfield that Crystal Palace had to play. A player that's never played for the club before, and a centre-back was their midfield. Iwobi was unreal in this game. They got 2 assists, almost had 3. He's been so good at Fulham. He's played in so many different roles as well. Emil Smith-Rowe as well, once again on the score sheet. Croydon boys scoring against the Croydon club. Palace were really toothless. Mateta didn't really get any service, although he did have a shot cleared of the line. Kamada also got himself sent off. I think that's actually brilliant news for Palace because he's been horrendous this season. And once again, Harry Wilson came off the bench to score. 2 London derbies won in the space of 5 days for Fulham now as well. West Ham Everton, I predicted the 2-1 Everton win. It ended 0-0, but I did say that if Bowen and Tadibo both started, it would end in a draw. I was going to say, Everton are unbeaten when Jared Bamford started. He might have only started 2 games, but the stat is still true. Somerville was one of the brightest spots in the game. He hit the post, he also made a crucial challenge on Decore, which stopped him scoring. Pickford made some very good saves, but it was a very boring game on the whole. Like, neither side looked very good. Both these managers are under a lot of pressure. I think Lopetegui in particular has had his time up. The fact that West Ham haven't sacked him yet, and we're almost a week into the international break, tells me he's not going to get sacked when he really should, man. He is awful. And if West Ham do still want to have a good season, which they absolutely can do with how many teams are looking a bit shaky and how close it is, they need to act right now. Otherwise, they ain't going to get Europe. And they've got such a good squad. They don't have any European football. They're not going to have the fixture congestion that another club will have. But they're not going to be able to take advantage of it with Julian Lopetegui at the wheel. And for Everton, Sean Dyche has done a good job there, but the amount of games where they just don't look like they're going to do anything going forward. I started seeing they looked alright going forward. But now it's sort of, the goals are dried up. He keeps playing Calvert-Lewin into his shit. Wolves against Southampton, 20th against 19th going into the game. They have since swapped as Wolves won 2-0. First win of the season for them. They scored after just 2 minutes. Mateus Cunha once again, star man, goal and an assist. This game just epitomised Russell Martin. A 72% possession for Southampton. No shots on target. But what's even the point, man? There were some VAR calls that people called harsh. I think the goal was correctly disallowed and the second Wolves goal was correctly allowed to stand. I don't see an issue with what VAR or the referee did. I just think they made the right calls. Crucial win from Gary O'Neill though. If he lost this, I would have probably had to say he needed to go. Brighton against Manchester City. What a game this was. Man City took the lead and were completely dominating the first half. Mateo Kovacic was top class in this game. The way he played Haaland in for his goal. He played so many nice passes. He was controlling that midfield. Savinho was very bright as well. Simpson Pusi also looked very, very good, especially on the ball. But in the second half, Carlos Baleba came on and Brighton completely flipped the switch. They were all over Man City. He was a bit shaky last season. Obviously, as a teenager going to a new country, it's always going to happen. And now they've done it again. They've replaced Caicedo with someone who's just as good. João Pedro, he might be a paedophile, but he did score and get an assist after coming on. Matt O'Reilly, first ever appearance in the Premier League for him, got a goal that won Brighton the game against Manchester City, man. Brighton are still unbeaten at home. It's another game where they've shown a real fight-back ability. And Man City have lost 4 games in a row in all competitions. The first time since 2006. They will be a lot better after the international break with Kevin De Bruyne coming back, with Jeremy Doku coming back, and a lot of their other injuries are hopefully subsiding. But this is not good enough for a team as good as they are. Liverpool Aston Villa. Liverpool won 2-0, but I think they were quite lucky. Jacob Ramsey unfortunately got injured in this game. He looked really, really dangerous. He was by far the most dangerous player going forward, at least. You know, whenever he picked up the ball, he glided past Trent Alexander-Arnold like he wasn't even there. While he was on the pitch, at least he also got a knock. Both of Liverpool's goals in this game were very much Klopp Liverpool goals, and they're scoring from opposition set pieces. It wasn't just the 2 goals, though. They could have scored about 4 goals just from those situations. Nunes, if he had a bit more composure, I could have had a hat-trick. But after Liverpool did take the lead, Watkins should have had a penalty in my opinion. Konate took him out, and the way Watkins went over was a bit dramatic, but I think it was a penalty. Pau Torres also had 2 penalty shouts. They were a bit soft, but I can see why he thought they should have been given. And Villa looked dangerous on set pieces. Keller had to make a couple of really good saves. Rodgers missed a sitter at the start of the second half. Diego Carlos made a horrible mistake and gifted Salah with a pretty simple opportunity. It's another game where Liverpool haven't looked amazing, but won. And while that is the sign of a good team, and I think at this stage it's okay, especially given the fact they've got a new manager coming in and the fact that everyone else around them is just awful right now. Villa have now also lost 4 games in all competitions, which just isn't great. I think it's time for Watkins to get dropped, for John Duran as well. And Leon Bailey as well, he's looked horrible this season. He was fantastic last year, one of the most underrated players in the league, but this season, he's looked completely off it. Manchester United against Leicester, I did predict a 2-1 Man United win. They won 3-0, it was not a 3-0 game though. Otago was very dangerous for Leicester, he completed so many dribbles in this game. Mazraoui, once again, just everywhere, he is so good. I don't know why Bayern Munich could let him go for such a cheap fee. And Garnacho scored a scream after coming on off the bench. He is so much better as a super sub. Leicester didn't have a great game defensively though. Hermansen and Christensen were both really poor. But Manchester United had less XG than Leicester. Their XG was 0.7 in this game. So you can see that, although the scoreline makes it look very comfortable, it was anything but. With that being said though, they've looked so much better under Van Nistelrooy than they did at any point under Ten Hag. I don't know why they gave Ten Hag the season. It was clear last year he needed to go, and the FA Cup, yes, was a brilliant achievement, but it shouldn't have been enough to keep him in the job. And obviously if they brought Amorim in the summer, I think they could have easily been in second right now, given how bad Arsenal and Manchester City have been. Obviously both of them have suffered quite a lot of injuries, but still, it could have been a brilliant opportunity for Man United. And instead they've set themselves back in the season. I don't know what Ten Hag was doing, because Ugarte and Casemiro in the last few games looked really good together, but they were awful under Ten Hag. Nottingham Forest against Newcastle, I picked a 1-1 draw. Newcastle won 3-1, another brilliant win for the Magpies. Murillo scored his first career goal. My boy, what a star, man. He is going to be one of the best centre-backs in the world. He already is one of the best centre-backs in the world. I don't care, man. He is so good. There are not many centre-backs that are even close to Murillo in terms of technical ability. After that goal, Newcastle did take a bit of control over the game. Isak scored his 4th goal in 4 games in all competitions. What a man. Best striker in the Premier League. He got an assist as well for Joel Linton, who once again was just brilliant. That guy can play everywhere. He played on the right wing in the second half, and he did a really good job there. What a man, what a great guy to have in your team, and he's so relentless with his running. Harvey Barnes also got a goal, really nice finish for the former Leicester man against Nottingham Forest. Chris Wood was very quiet, not really his fault. He didn't get a lot of service. Alanga made poor decisions on multiple occasions, but Dan Burn and Fabian Schär both dealt with him really well. Valentina Livramento once again brilliant. Future of England. Ryan Yates was very lucky not to be sent off as well. He made a couple challenges that could have been red cards. Anthony Taylor had a mare, I can't lie. And if Newcastle hadn't won this game, he would have been under a lot of scrutiny. Tottenham Hotspur. I don't even know what to say about you, man. They went and smashed Villa last week, making them look like amateurs, and then against Ipswich Town, winless Ipswich Town, by the way, Dr. Tottenham helped him out again. What the fuck? This is Ipswich's first win in the Premier League since 2002, and I wasn't even born when that happened. And I can't even lie, this was not one of those scam results where, a team has 2 shots away from home, parks the bus, and gets very lucky. Especially in the first half, they were completely on top. They lapped with another goal. Schmodic scored a bicycle kick. Murray Hutchinson as well, really, really good. Leif Davies, brilliant. Ipswich's second goal did come from Tottenham messing up a big chance of their own, and they did that multiple times, and their play in the final third was horrible in this game. Jungminson looked off it. Brennan Johnson was anonymous. Solanke is all really poor. And Ange Postecoglou gave James Maddison just 7 minutes against a low block. He's the best pocket player they've got by a mile. He's their most creative player by a mile. Why the hell would you only give him 7 minutes if you're trying to get something from this game? It makes no sense. Fantastic work though from Ipswich. Kieran McKenna has given Ipswich a real good shot at safety now. It's very tight in that scrap at the bottom of the league, so you'd expect Palace to improve. So to get a win like this away against one of the big 6 is a really, really priceless result. And finally, Chelsea-Arsenal, I predicted a 2-1 win for Arsenal, ended 1-1. Really should have ended 2-1 Arsenal though. First half of the game was quite scrappy, Arsenal looked better, but Chelsea missed the first big chance with Gusto. Open goal, he heads it over. Martinelli missed a big chance as well though. His goal was very nice though, and it epitomised how much they missed Erdogan, because the ball he played in was phenomenal. All game he was brilliant. And I just don't understand why Wanyeri didn't get more minutes, man, because he was doing these things as well when he was playing. But Leandro Trossard, he is so washed, man. This season he has cost Arsenal in so many games. And this was another one. He missed an open goal first, and then he missed another open goal. And the second one, brilliant move from Arsenal. 95th minute of the game, they just passed it around Chelsea like they're not even there. Great ball in from Saliba. And Trossard either has to tap it in or leave it and let Kai Havertz tap it in. Instead, he hits it wide. Like, what the hell were you doing? I was so angry when I saw that, you know. It would have been one of the goals of the season. And also, Kai Havertz would have scored in the 95th minute at the bridge. You know, the scenes on social media, how angry the Chelsea fans would have been, bro. It would have been brilliant. But instead, that man has to go and ruin everything. I can't lie, that Mikel Merino came on in this game, and he actually looked quite tidy. But he looked tidy as doing the things that a number 6 should be doing. He picked up the ball, he played some good passes, he was able to take the ball on the turn and stuff. Why are you not playing as a 6, Arteta? Play him as a 6, play Rice as the 8 if you want to play them two together. Obviously, if Partey has done the things he's been accused of, then he probably won't be playing for much longer. And Merino could play in the 6, I think. So play him there, please, Arteta. Do not play Rice there, right? He is an 8. Play him as an 8. But it's a pretty bad result for Arsenal considering they were the better team. And yeah, it has given them an even bigger mountain to climb if they are going to get back in this title race. Those are my thoughts on the game. Let me know what you thought in the comments down below, and I'll see you soon for another video.